Hi guys, so my name is Casey Pongonis, and today I want to talk to you about algorithmic audiences. These explore how people write and how they write with algorithms to create content online. And the main topics that I want to really get behind the theme of are the ideas of how culture and technology really interact with each other when it comes to these algorithmic audiences. If you're a writer and you have any awareness of what the rhetorical triangle is, you understand that in writing there's a balance that needs to be paid attention to between the writer, the content, which is online in this case, and the audience. So your initial audience are the people who you're thinking about, who will directly see your content. Family members, friends, faculty, students, anyone on the media that you are purposely putting that content out on. Now, John Gallagher, who wrote the article Writing for Algorithmic Audiences, pushes the writer to think a little deeper and to think of the audience as the processes and procedures by which a company like Facebook or a corporation prioritizes content. Then he pushes you to think a little deeper than that and think about the people who are creating these algorithms. These are the programmers, the designers. What do they value? What are their ideals? So, keeping those questions in mind, I want to go back to that idea of culture and technology and how they are now merging together. In 1869, English literary critic Matthew Arnold said that the purpose of culture was to determine the best which has been thought and said of a certain group of people. Now, in 2017, we live in a culture that is full of algorithms. This means that computers, not people, are the ones who are deciding, categorizing, and placing a hierarchy on people, places, objects, etc., everything. How do these algorithms decide this? And that's the problem that a lot of writers face nowadays, is that they don't know how those algorithms are created because it's not transparent. The patterns and culture of algorithmic audiences lie in the values and the ideologies of their creators and their programmers. This, as Gallagher states, is the black box of the internet culture. The black box, as defined by businessdictionary.com, is any device, process, or systems whose inputs and outputs are known, but whose internal structure or working is either not well or at all understood. Unfortunately, this is the threat that writers face. If they create content that doesn't fit into the pattern or the structure of the initial programmers of these algorithms that decide what content is more important or more prominent to a certain culture, then they are at risk. And most often, women, people of color, and individuals that are different than the computer programmers, often white males, aren't considered while these algorithms are being made. Luckily, there are ways to get around these algorithmic audiences and this structure that seems to hold content back from its potential. One way is creating interesting metadata, which is tags, which is how you can find the article. It is linked to this word. It is linked to this word also. Great descriptions, which are simple and clear and straightforward. But those are supplemental ways. The main ways to get around this is to understand what you're up against as a writer. One, your context, the technological world, online. And two, your audience, algorithmic audiences. You need an awareness of how culture and technology are now one, but it still comes back to people. Do you know who you're writing for? Thank you.